Hey, what's going on, Royal Circle? Hope you're having an amazing day as always. We're going to break down something super special for you. Like you saw my last post, I talked about making over 100 agents in your team in the next 12 months. But today, actually, we're talking about how to win every single listing appointment that you do moving forward and how to do them. I'll wait a couple minutes before we get started on that. You can log on and so forth, and we go from there. What's going on, Melissa?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to learn something.
Glad to hear it. Congrats on the potential new listing that you have.
Thank you.
Of course.
It's all happening really fast. So like it's good, but it's a little nerve-wracking, but
That's when you know you're really growing. The faster, the better.
Yeah.
About massive action. And then because we're live streaming on Facebook as well, I'm gonna get started now, versus waiting for you to get logged on. You know, watch the replay. And if you have any questions that way on Facebook Live, definitely leave them below. For those on the call, talk out loud and ask questions. I believe that masterminds be like a round table, if you know King Arthur, all talking together, working together. So I want it to be as fun as possible. And I do my presentations probably a lot differently than other people. I use a lot of my marketing background and psychology background when I'm doing these. So let's jump into it. This is the first choice to buy your home presentation. Again, guys, for those who are new to EXP or don't have a presentation yet, in the case, if you go into your EXP Enterprise, go down to Marketing Center, you can get your own template for free on them. So my template is literally made from EXPs. Again, as you advance and grow in skills, you can upgrade this too. So I'm doing real estate again. So I'm gonna actually revamp my listing presentation. We'll do another one of these later on. But this will get you listings. I've used it many times and it works. So you guys will love it. So I think you're in for a treat. And then the front page, make sure you know your name, information, where you're located at, and so forth. What's going on, Audrey? Glad to have you here. And whenever you show them the presentation, actually, before we get on that, let's actually backpedal a little bit real fast and talk about what you should do before you get them. So before you even do your presentation with them, when you first arrive, you should ask them one or two questions. Hey, you want to show me around first before looking at the presentation, or do the presentation first? Because they show you around, one, that is rapport building. You can build rapport with them the whole time during that presentation. And you now have more tools that you can use during this presentation with them. If they want to do the house first or the presentation first, that's fine too. It's straight to business. You talk to them, and then you look at the house afterwards. But either way, you want to ask that question that gives you an in. It makes it less awkward. You already know what you're doing. You give them the power, per se, to make the decision. So back to the presentation, that is a huge thing for you guys. So when I started doing that, my conversion rate went way higher. So, page one, we tell them, I want to get to know you better, answer your questions, ask me for information, and determine if I'm the right agent for you. And I kind of breeze over this super quickly, kind of make sure they're not bogged down by that. It's all about them. And since you probably knew who I am, before I was a real estate agent, I used to own a marketing agency, helping my clients sell houses for them. And because of that, I did to myself for my own clients. I'm in Austin, Texas. I'm engaged to Melanie. I'm a public speaker. I'm a 3-time published author now, best-selling author. I like cooking, teaching, outdoor stuff, kind of whole 9 yards. Plug and play your own stuff into this. And also use your skill sets you did before you was an agent. I don't care what profession you had before being an agent. Even a stay-at-home mom is a profession. If you did any of those things, you can use that as your before I was a realtor line. Because everything we do can help become a better agent. If I was a teacher before this, I can become way better at teaching people in my listing presentations by doing that. More attentive and learn faster. So all you think you can do to plug and play your own skill sets to real estate. Because me, everything in life is transferable. The soft skills and the hard skills will transfer over into what you're doing now as an agent. Lucky for me, my psychology and marketing will go super strong into real estate. And then let them know about your business. I told them that 2014, I had a marketing agency. And then in 2016, I published 2 books, started coaching. I finished college, got my minor and stuff, and had the state for psychology and marketing. And then I started real estate back in 2020 officially as an agent. So I give them that timeline. And down below, you can see I use my psychology and marketing background, help my clients get the best deal possible, the fastest rate. My quickest has been 1 hour for $20K of the asking price. So saying these kind of things, I'm making this whole presentation about them. Even though I'm talking about myself in this case, and what I've done, I'm still finding ways to talk about them. At the end of the day, everyone cares about themselves more than other people, especially consumers. So we have this to try to make sure it's tailored for them and use noteworthy stuff that they will like and enjoy to see on that timeline. And if you're a brand new agent that started in 2022, 2021, whatever the case might be, you can put that there as well. Just have stuff beforehand. So for me, this is my start point. I think if you make mine for 2022, I'm a more experienced agent. But you can also list your team. So if you have done list since 2022, you say, yeah, I started 2022 as an agent, but I'm with a powerful team who does over 200 homes a month. Right there, you can have a great tell on why you work with you still have credibility. And next point is tell about your house. So this is why I tell you guys to ask them to let you see the property beforehand, so you already know the property. You kind of skip this step. If not, then after you ask them this point, so what drew you to the house in the first place? Why did you buy it? What are your favorite features of this house? What do you like most about this neighborhood? What are some nearby attractions and amenities? And what don't you like about this house? All these questions helps you a lot more sell the property and write the copy for your listing. And why I have these, this is a really, really powerful point for me to really be able to demonstrate that I'm understanding them and I'm listening to them. The best people who sell anything are just great listeners. And no one knows this house better than the homeowner does. They can sell the house probably better than us in terms of knowledge, not skill. So you can kind of combine them together by asking these questions. And then important questions, why are you moving? Of course, you want to know that. How soon do you need to move? So you ask them, so if we get a client who come by the next 2 days to buy this property and all cash, can you move in 2 weeks? You want to know if that's even possible for them, kind of know your timeline. Also, by asking that question, it makes you look way more like an authority figure. If you say, if I sold your house in 2 days, now you're a superstar to them, even if you're brand new. And then what do you look for in an agent? Because again, in sales and in anything, I want to find out what they want and then offer them that. Oh, you want someone who's super hardworking, who does passive and aggressive marketing or active marketing? You want someone who's attentive and listens well and so forth? Great. This is who I am. I do this, this, and this. So they know that you're able to give them what they want. And then ask them, what do you anticipate are major challenges from selling a home? Maybe a foreclosure coming soon. Maybe they are underwater someplace else, or have a lien on the property, or child support. All these things will be a huge determining factor on the house is going to sell easy or not. Personal example, I had a house on a contract as a listing, and I did all I could to make this listing survive. After 3 or 4 months of this property, we found out the last 2 weeks that he had a lien from child support was $24,000. That's huge child support. And no one knew about this, and he didn't tell me, and I should have asked more questions. So this is why it's super important to say what would make this challenging. And you can bring up the kind of things, maybe not say child support, but like, I know people who had child support, who had liens or this, and this, to give them ideas without calling them out. And then what will you do if the home will not sell? That way you have more motivation to make sure they stay along the lines that they sell the property. Sometimes they get cold feet and want to change their mind. So you use this answer up front. You say, okay, you want to sell your house. If you don't, you'll be not able to have this new job you want in California. So I can use that as motivation to make sure they sell the property. And a bonus tip for you guys, write this down, because this will easily make you 6 figures alone. There's one simple question, make you at least 6 figures a year or more. You want to ask them, is this the only property that you own? That might sound simple, but it's going to be huge for you. I know people that I've had talked to that if I would have said, okay, no worries, I would have had 0 listings or 1 listing. But because I asked, okay, great. By the way, is this the only house you're selling right now? I know I still have 3 more. Like, you have 3 more properties you're selling? Holy cow. So asking that question will set you up for way more deals for the one person. But some people own more than one house. So again, to help you understand what to do moving forward on the buying process, selling process with them, and then let them know why you are the best of the best. 1, you're part of the Royal Circle, we're the best team ever. So already you're the best of the best. And 2, this is what I do. What sets me apart from other agents is I know my vast knowledge of marketing strategies. I reach hundreds of thousands of people, now millions of people, let's say, if not more, who are more likely to buy from us, and my strong negotiation skills. So I can paint that picture to them, saying that we are able to help you reach tons of people, which is hard to do for most. Most agents are not marketers. So I can use that as my tool. If you guys are super experienced agents, then use your own skill sets. I sell over 4 times more than a national average agent does. Now, that sounds like a huge number, right? That's only 16 deals a year. The national average is 6 transactions a year. Technically, it's 4. The average agent does 2 to 3 deals. So if you do 6 deals a year, you can say, I sell 2 times more than the average agent does nationally. That sounds huge to them, and I have no idea what the national even is. So you don't want to use numbers, use that instead. Or if you've done 0 transactions, you're still new. Like my team had done over 300 transactions last month. Or in Q4, we sold $20 million. All these numbers make you stand out because you're still part of the Royal Circle, part of our team. So leverage all success for yourself. I've sold a house in 1 hour for $20K asking price under contract. Another home for $150,000 over the asking price within 2 days, 100 plus people, 20 offers. So you can use my stories and our team stories for yourself to make why you're the best person to work for. You know, I'd be like, I'm the best person to work for because I'm the hardest working agent you ever want to meet. I'm super hardworking. I'm gonna be here for you for everything you need, and I have a whole team with me helping me sell the house for you too. Again, that's more stuff. It's all about them. And of course, the biggest thing, be super enthusiastic. People buy enthusiasm. They don't buy just words. This is why I said before, body language and in person's the best. You'll never do a listening presentation on a phone call because the conversion rate is so much lower and you can't actually talk to them and see them. That's a huge part of it. So if I say to them, oh, I reach hundreds of thousands of people and I can sell your house really fast and I'm really good at negotiations. Like, oh, okay, I don't really believe this guy. Like, I can reach millions of people every single month of your property, help you sell the house as fast as possible. And I'm a super strong negotiator. I work hard as hell for you. You can see the big difference there. Be super enthusiastic and confident. And then I break down my essential approach. I believe in no upfront. I believe in an upfront, no nonsense approach to selling real estate. I would tell you, me and my company is not the best fit for you in this situation. And I'll be honest about pricing for your property. And then, of course, stay on top. I'm always learning to stay current in my industry. I'm always mastering new marketing techniques. You guys can say the same thing. You're always learning from us. For this, literally plug and play. You can be honest, you tell the truth, and you'll believe it. And I want to help you as much as possible. 3 simple points. Again, you can plug and play your own stuff, your own strategies to this. And then why are you different? We do modern day marketing mastery. We're all modern day marketers. We don't just do passive marketing. Most agents, they do 3 deals a year because of passive marketers, passive agents. And that means that all they do is they sit here and wait for a phone call to come in about the property. They might do open house, but they'll sit in the open house, nothing else. They might have a post on their own wall. Again, that's all pretty passive. Now, active marketing is running advertising, making video tours of the property, boosting out to hundreds of thousands of people, knocking on doors in that neighborhood, cold calling the neighborhood for social prospecting. All these strategies help you so much really get more active and passive marketing. But to me, I don't want the hope for business. I want it to happen for sure. I want to define my destiny. By doing that, I'm taking action. And for you guys, so you know, in the Royal Circle group, we have a whole training on 20 ways to get more listings and over 20 ways to sell listings, the kings and queens. So watch that too, because hand in hand, have to get more listings for yourself and have to just, use it for yourself as well. Another one, psychology, marketing, negotiation, public speaking, and leadership. There's nothing that makes you stand out. And I'm also certified as advertising. I was an honor student, top of my class, certified mentor, listing specialist, and more. Again, guys, if you just said I'm part of the best team, like I'm certified by the Royal Circle. Either way, Royal Circle trained. You'll see all the different things for yourself, help you even more. Also, before I switch on to this, just so you know, guys, there are a couple of ways that I do listing presentations. So one is I have my laptop with me. I sold my laptop. 2, I might have actual laminated flyers, the same thing you see right here, in this. And that way, I can put it on the table with them and show it to them. Have them look at it as real tangible things. Or I might even use my iPad. So a couple options. And the reason why I actually like this strategy of limitations, because if I am trying to have them give me 3% commissions, 6 total for buyers and sellers, and you know what? I don't want to pay you 3%. I want to give you 2%. Well, you know what? Okay, that's no problem. If you do that, though, you want to lose this, you want to lose this, and lose this. I'm going to take it away from them. By taking away stuff, oh, well, no, wait, I want that too. Okay, if you want that, you got to pay 3%. So then they're able to have that psychology being used against them. And some people will charge 4%. So I don't think you set on 3%. If you want to spend an extra $500 for marketing and staging, then charge 4% and say, hey, this is why I do this. I give you this, 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 and this, and this. So 7% total or 6% total. Either way. But taking away from people, want them more. And then testimonials. If you don't have any, you can use mine. We're on the same team. And all the Royal Circles. That's totally fine as well. You can say Jordan Super is amazing. For the house within 20K or asking price. He's super good for details and so forth. You really have and use it for yourself. And then you have recent sales you've done in the past. You can give it to them too. And what happened in transactions. You can say, what does Realtors mean? I actually don't use this one. Did I use this one? Yeah, this is fine too. I don't use it on mine because to me it's kind of simple and then I do a whole lot, but it could help you, We subscribe to high code of ethics. Get to have different education. I'm a member of local, state, and national associations as well. So I'm super plugged in to the whole community. And then about eXp Realty. This is super big for you guys. eXp is a global brokerage. Most brokerages, especially boutique ones, are super small and tiny and in one place. So I can say we serve Austin, Texas, and surrounding areas, or Austin, Texas, and entire states. We were established in August 9th, 2011. So then you can see, oh, wow, this book has been around for a while. It must be pretty good. And then finally, I can say we are globally connected to over 75,000 of the best agents across the globe. We're authentic, and we can serve you in all 50 states and 19 countries. So then you hear like, wow, you can serve that many people? Like, that's insane. So that helps you even more get that credibility. Hey, I can help you sell your properties to all my agents that have across the globe. And then ask them for minutes to imagine that this is no longer your home. Yeah, jump forward in time, and now you live in the neighborhood where you plan on moving to next. What does that look like to you? What kind of house do you want? What is the whole scenarios? A lot of times you can get lucky, and if they're selling the property, maybe they're downsizing, upsizing in the same city. And now you can help them buy a property too. You get 2 commissions off one person. Maybe they're moving to California or to New York or to Vermont. Doesn't matter. If they're moving someplace, you can be a referral agent. You can give that deal to a friend of yours, an EXP agent, a Royal Circle agent, to do it for you, make 25%. So all you think about how can you maximize your return on investments for every client. Every deal you do should be equals at least 3 to 5 new clients. So one deal to get you 3 to 5 clients if you do it correctly. And then I talk about the seller's roadmap. They want to know how this looks. So right now, we're step 1, yeah, meeting together. Soon we'll do step 2, talk about pricing. Pay your home, list home for sale, offer negotiations, under contract, find details, and you guys, congrats, you're now closing. I'm gonna walk them through the whole process and explain how that looks. And this is not on here for some reason because they don't have it. But I also want to talk to them about net selling listings. How much will they make by working after it sells? And get a free one on the computer. Type in Google search, net listing sheet for sellers. That'll help you see how much you're going to make after and before doing commissions. Also, let them know they're getting pushback on doing the deal for 3%, 6% total, that on average, a for sale by owner loses out on 28% on what they can make. 28%. That's huge. So by working with you, you can say, I can almost guarantee you an extra 22% more than you make by yourself, even after the splits. And that's on the low end. So I've sold houses that was 170% above asking price. Like, that is way more than they're gonna make by themselves. They don't understand how to do it the way we do it. And then our next step over here is going to be the price derivative. How do you do properties? And this is when I bring up my CMA. My CMA is going to be a strong point for you on really breaking down how that works. So I say right here, asking price, if you're above market, we're only capturing 10% of the market. That's not enough for me. If I'm at 10% above the market price, I'm capturing 30% of the market. Market value is 60%. And then below it's them to 10% is 75% of the market. I will normally go 5 to 10% below market value. So let's say that house is worth $1 million. I'm gonna market that house at $95,000 or $900,000, probably close to $950,000. That's a big jump otherwise. Or even $970,000, couple $100,000 below it, which is a huge number if you think about it. $100,000, $200,000 below market value is a lot. However, the people who see that property think it's the deal, and now they want the property even more. So when they come there and make an offer on the house, I have 100 people with them. I have 20 offers, and now they're vying for it, a bidding war. And people, when they're invested into a property, don't want to lose it. So they're going to give you a lot more of the asking price because they already committed themselves to the property. That makes sense? This helped me a lot. Set a house for $150,000 above asking prices in 2 days for this strategy. And this is like above market value price. So this is like 100K above market value, 50K to get there. So I got my clients a huge return by doing that strategy, and it works every time. And then
So even in today's,
what was that?
Sorry, even in today, like even with today's market, you still recommend starting anywhere between 10 and 15 under the market value?
5 and 10.
Oh, 5 and 10. Okay.
Yeah, 15 is too much. 10 is almost too much for me too. I normally try to get 5 or 10. So let's say I had a house that I was knew would sell for around $600,000. Well, it was $500,000, I think, $550. So I listed it at like $500 and got up to $650. So I got way above the asking price and the market value by a landslide because of how I did it. Also,
Okay.
I knew people who had houses in the same block as mine, literally the same block almost, and couldn't sell the property. So they called me, asked me, how you do it so fast? Because the house was priced at market value, not below market value. So because I did that strategy, I had 100 people there in 2 days, 20 offers, and they were so committed at that point and invested, they didn't want to lose it. So they went above and way above asking price to keep it.
Okay.
So it's all about using psychology to your advantage. And another thing, another side bonus for you guys, when you do that strategy, you are now like the superhero of that neighborhood, the super realtor. Because when you see even 100 people at open house, like what are they doing? Like Melissa is a crazy agent. She has so many people on this property. I'm gonna use her. Audrey's just crushed it on her listing open houses. I'm gonna use her to be my agent too, and it'll become your new clients. Which is why I'm saying you should always get 3 to 5 new deals every time you do a property, a buyer or seller, especially for sellers. And then for CMAs, you're gonna break down comparables of all real estate deals and agents around the area, check public records, MLS, best measure of value of sold listings, active listings, withdrawn buyers, kind of whole 9 yards. Again, guys, I have a whole training for you inside of Royal Circle about CMAs. There's 2 of them actually. How to do CMAs. I can do it within like 5 minutes or less. And from that point, when I come to the CMA, I'm gonna come back over here now to my CMA I made for them, like a free gift. Because they want to see the house that's the wolf. And I'll walk them through this by step. This is my listing coming up, hopefully soon when they're ready to move forward. And this is a $1 million property. I know it'll probably cost $800,000 to sell for. And you can see I have active deals, closed deals, and expired deals. So I want to see every point in the market to see what is actually going on. And I'm going to show them. See this house right here listed for $850 and sold for $870. So you know you can get a house sold pretty high. This home listed for $1.35 and sold for $1.32. It was at market value and it was way too high. It's also updated. See, I like to do a range around 100K or less difference on both sides, so you know what's going on in the market. Same thing, withdrawn 1.29. I know it's way too high. 8.5. This is withdrawn as well. Hold 750. I can see there's some discrepancies in this market by how the houses are being priced and sold for. Most of the houses in this area as well, I tell them, are selling super quickly. You can see the close date as well and tell them how fast homes are selling in that neighborhood. 44 days, 4 days, 17 days, a month.
Did I hear
almost.
you say that in KV Core they do a CMA for you?
Yeah, so in KV Core, you can do a CMA, like a plug and play, type in the
Okay.
address and make it for you. It's like 6 pages. I do think though the CMA through the MOS is a lot better. That's
Okay.
what I do for myself, and it helps me sell way faster and have way more accurate data.
Okay, but they both provide like a basic template or you input information. Like it's not something you have to kind of go and research all on your own, right?
No. So one on
Okay.
KV Core, it literally just type in the address and it sends you a whole CMA based on what they think. So pretty easy that one. The CMA that you do for MOS is takes more time, but you can probably do it in like 5-10 minutes. That's how long it takes me. And the whole training for you guys in the circle all about that. And I'll walk you through step by step how to do it. And it's gonna be longer, like 50 pages. This is a long CMA, but it looks so professional. And like, how do they make that? Like, anyone seeing it, like, whoa, you made this from hand? Like, nope, I just plugged into the computer and popped out. But they don't know that. They think you made this by hand for them. Like, wow, you're really good at your job. So I showed them this to see how houses are priced, price graph, what's going on. And if I even use you for a CMA as my listing appointment, I got a listing this way. So you can, this is so thorough. You can use it as an own listing appointment as well if you don't have one made yet or you lost those. Again, price, CMA, kind of break down all the stuff. And then here is price recommendations. I told them the first 2 to 3 weeks is imperative to sell this property. After 2 to 3 weeks, the market drops down and now it's a bad property and then it's not being sold for that reason. So I said this is why it's so good to price it correctly from day one. I want to sell your house within the first week. And then here, my market guarantee, I can guarantee your accounts, my performance, and so forth. I kind of break down what this looks like and say, hey, I'm going to capture this much in the market, but later on, if it's max more than 4 weeks, 24 weeks long, it's probably going to stay there forever, keep on dropping in price. So now I'm dropping 10%, 5%, 3%, 2% after this 4 weeks. I'm going to have it low up first to raise up the price versus going down. If you're going down, it's super bad in the market's eyes. And then here's your best practices for using an agent. It's pricing, marketing, and so forth. How I do my whole pricing standpoint again, market value. I don't want to do that. I want to do below market value, get more people. I have a huge bidding war for this. Same thing for establishing market value. I'm going to look at homes in that direct area. If I see a house that is almost identical to my house for $500K, I'm going to list mine for $475 or $480. I'm going to undercut that property to attract more clients to me, make a bidding war, and go above it. That's why I can beat out other people's offers so easily, even though all the best agents, because I want to think we're the best agents. So it's another point too. Another thing, a side note for you guys, you can watch this again in a video about how to sell listings like kings and queens, but I want to put it on here too. This is super important. Write this down. This is my strategy for doing listings. When you do this whole CMA with them, listing appointment, and say, yes, be my agent now, I tell them that I'm going to market the property all week long until Thursday. So I had it on weekend, on Saturday night, I got the listing. On Saturday, Sunday, I'll put my sign in the yard. I'm going to post it to Facebook groups. They're coming soon. I'm going to do a virtual video tour of the property as well. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel, make Facebook ads to this for the whole 4 days. So for 4 days, I'm doing pre-marketing to get more clients coming to me and have more buyers that might buy the property with me. And then on day Thursday, so day 4 in this case, I'm going to pop it onto the MOS at 10 in the morning. Because if I put it on the MOS on Monday or Tuesday, people will see it but forget all about it because it's so far away from the weekend. I put it down on Thursday in the morning. That way it's fresh in the market and people are looking for homes to see that weekend. And then here's the trick. I do not allow any showings until the open house starts. So Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 3 o'clock, I do open house. You cannot see before then or after then, only those times. So then I have the entire market who's interested in the property at one time coming to it. But it makes the Jones effect. And the Jones effect is that if I see that you have something I want, or a new pool in your backyard, I want it too now. So in this case, if I have 100 people in my house, they want it even more because they think it's super valuable. The house could be average, but because I have 100 people there, it looks well above average because people are like, wow, she wants it, he wants it, I want it too now. I'm using psychology against them, and now the neighborhood loves you. And then I have an offer deadline on Monday at 5 p.m. So I'm gonna have an offer deadline at Monday at 5 p.m. So that way I make them use scarcity. If you don't make an offer by this time, the house is gone. You saw 100 people there during this whole process, you know it's gonna be sold. So I make them make an offer as fast as possible, and I say best and highest offer by this date. So for 7 days, you just did a lot of great marketing, got house under contract for above asking price, but you're not done yet. Because you are royal agents. Most real estate agents, when they do an open house or sellings, they stop marketing after they get under contract. That is the worst mistake we can do. We should be making ads on Facebook and Google and YouTube saying, hey, I just got this house sold for 45% above asking price within 2 days. If you need help, reach out now. I'm also going to door knock and cold call the whole neighborhood. Say, hey, just so you know, thanks for my open house this weekend. It's under contract now for this much more. And by doing that, they say, wow, this person's really good. I want to work with them too. So you're able to use that leveraging even longer. That house is on market for the next 4 weeks. I mean, you have 4 more weeks now to market that property in that neighborhood to get more clients coming to you. That's that point for pricing. Again, pricing pitfalls. If I go above asking price, there's no buyers. If I go below asking price, there are way more clients than selling price. So selling price, you see here, market value, selling price. I want to have the bottom of the bottom at under market value. You attract more clients to me. And then so you know, nowadays, it's actually 98% of people are buying homes online. So using digital marketing like Facebook ads, Google, YouTube, all those things is the best way to do this. And then the steps for positive showing. First impressions, less is more. Be clean. Ooh, excuse me. Little things count. Pull things together. And all market in Austin, Texas, honestly, unless it's kind of clean, it's going to sell. Like you only get fixed stuff in that. In a slow market, you might want to have some repairs, like fix the drywall, or paint the room, or clean the floors, or power wash the driveway. But I've power washed the house before, or had someone do it for me. And by doing that, got more people who can buy the house for $177 above asking price within 2 days by this clean little stuff. And then what it takes to show the property, make sure they know privacy, contact information, previews, showing, special instructions, timing, and scheduling the showing. Again, I tell them that I'm only allowing showings to open houses, so they matter too much. They don't want to see it otherwise. And then from there is last the CMA. So you can go back to your listing presentation and get the sale closed. And then I tell them, Mastermind marketing starts today. So they know it starts today. I cannot help you to redo this. When you agree on a price for your home, the best market in the world will never sell an overpriced home. Yeah. So that's why I say overpriced homes are the biggest pitfall. The right price plus great marketing, which you guys have, equals sold. And then I don't have this page of mine because this is nonsense. So you can actually take this out on your own. So in my presentation, I don't have this slide because it says when it comes to online marketing, agents will tell you that we have a secret sauce, which is digital marketing. And it's in there because most agents can't do online marketing. So they're kind of protecting themselves, saying, hey, I can't do this, so online marketing won't work. So I don't have it in there. If you want to, you can change it. Say, most agents will tell you it does not work, but 87% of people buy homes online. Okay, is the best point to go to. And then your marketing channels. My brand has the following unique upline: is brand website, brand advertising, visual tours, professional photos, yard signs, 100 captures, funnels, flyers, Craigslist, a global team, social media ads, and then you can add like I reach millions of people every single year. And also EXP's database of 75,000 agents. You can have a lot of stuff there, make it look more desirable for you. And then getting started is super easy. When we have a price for $500,000, I'll answer all your questions. We have a little paperwork to complete. Then you're home to the market as soon as 48 hours, or in my mind, by Thursday. Whatever comes first. Well, last. And that's all it really takes. And then from there is staying home is a big deal. Take it super seriously. Thanks for the promise. Help you sell your property as fast as possible. And then leave them information. Have your listing agreement with you though, so you can sign it on the spot with them and have that done. But my whole goal is to have them sign it on the spot. Then I'm now working with them. I can go as fast as possible. And then I also like to ask them too, last question beforehand is, have you heard enough to make a decision? That's a really, really powerful statement. Have you heard enough to make a decision? Or the next steps are to do the listing agreement. And never call it a contract. Always call it an agreement. Because a contract sounds scary, like the government. People don't like that. So I say agreement, because it is an agreement between you and them. Sign this agreement, or authorize this agreement, and then we can work together. If you have no more questions, make your final decision. And there you go. That is the listing presentation. How to listen every single time as fast as possible. And it should take you around an hour to do this. Like right now, it's 40 minutes. When you see the property too, it's been an hour from start to finish to make these presentations with your clients. Any questions I can answer for you guys? Comments, concerns?
Oh, you already know I got some. Okay. So you recommend, like, for your first meeting with somebody, like the things that I need. Do you think that I should have a CMA and a listing agreement and stuff on hand in case they're just ready to go for it that day?
Yeah, most definitely. So my goal
Okay.
is to have them sign agreements when I meet them. Like,
and that's just the listing agreement is all you need to take?
Yep.
Okay.
Agreement. And even if it's not ready, even if it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait a month. No worries, sign it now. It will start in a month from now.
Exactly. Okay. And also the CMA, go ahead and have one made up.
Yes. So I
take with you. Okay.
So you saw my section, it says CMA in the presentation. And when I have that pop up is when I actually show them the presentation, the CMA with it.
Okay.
So I'm showing them two documents at one time. And then they can keep the CMA though when I leave.
Okay. Awesome.
Any other questions?
I think I'm good.
Awesome. I hope this is helpful for you, all those watching Facebook Live. This is seriously one of the best ways to get clients, is doing presentations. I'm always saying this, your most important job outside of helping your current clients is having sales meetings and presentations. So if you can do this all day long, every single day, you'll make $1 million in a year. If you don't have clients to talk to, do marketing to get this happening. Again, I have 2 videos in our group that you can watch that'll break you through down on how to get listings, how to sell listings. Like step by step, the whole process, what I've done in my career. But yeah, this is a listing presentation. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You're kind of used to it. The biggest thing though is be super confident. Remember, guys, you are already 98% ahead of everyone you talk to who are not agents, because they don't know nothing about real estate. You took 180 hours if you're in Texas or 70 hours if you're in New York. Either way, you're 70 to 200 hours further ahead in real estate than the average consumer is. You know way more than you think you do. Just go there like you are the king and queen, you're the boss, and just run the show and show them how it's going to happen and show them the presentation and get it signed.
Good.
Anything else?
Nope, you're a rock star. Thank you.
Likewise, as always, your Kingston Queens and abundance is your birthright.
Sorry, we have some questions from the what about the seller's disclosure?
Yep, you do need that too. Thank you for catching that. So you definitely need that as well. The seller disclosure is a must to have, and if you don't have it, sent to the buyers within 3 days or how many days they listed on the contract, they can back out for any reason and keep the earnest money that they gave to you. So make sure you get that done. This is also why when I'm doing my presentation, I ask them to send the property before afterwards, and I have them do it before I leave. And so you know as well, you cannot help them do it. So you cannot tell them how to do the SD. They have to be done by them. And make sure they know though that it has to be done correctly, because let's say that the roof is broken, but they say the roof is fine, and I make an offer on the property. I say, hey, you said SD, the roof was fine, but actually it was broken. I want to have a concession on that house, even if it's as is, because it does not match the seller's closing notice. To tell that story, to know, oh, okay, if it's not accurate, we can lose money in the background of things.
So, but the seller's disclosure, I mean, if this is just like first meeting with the client, the seller's disclosure is not necessarily like step one, right? I mean, you could take it to leave with them I mean, but I guess my question is what about as far as like when you just go to meet somebody, you still have, I mean, okay, yes, you get a listing agreement, but then you still have to like build the listing in the MLS. I mean, there's still a lot of other steps, right? So seller's disclosure is not so much step one, right? I mean, that would come, I know you have to present it give it to any buyers within 3 days, but just when you meet them and have a listing agreement signed, I mean, you still have a lot of work to do to even get it on the market, right? So seller's disclosure can come at least by the time you get ready to list it.
Yeah. So you have
Okay.
some grace period. So like, I think it is best practice bringing it with you. Like, hey, here you go. Fill this out as soon as possible. You can stay for it. It takes like 40 minutes to do though, 30 minutes to fill out. Or you can send it to them via DocuSign. Either way, after the presentation is done, step one is presentation and CMA, then authorizing the agreement. And then from there, I list the property on Thursday. So if it's Wednesday, I have 24 hours to market the property. Or I'm gonna say, hey, actually, let's wait until next Thursday to go live. But I'm gonna have enough time to do some pre-marketing for the house as well, and have it on Thursday. But yeah, you want to make sure though that you have the SD before it's under contract. Because you have 2 to 3 days, depending on what they say in the contract, to give it to them. And if you don't, they can back out for any reason. So it's imperative that it's done in time. Let them know that it has to be taken care of.
Okay.
Other questions, Melanie? All right. As always, y'all, kings and queens, the abundance is your birthright. Have the best week yet. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.